Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another emergency reading. So it's come to my attention that two of my previous readings have come true. So I'll put a link to both of them up here. The first one is Elon Musk and Donald Trump have had a huge falling out. And the second one is that Elon Musk is making tweets that he allegedly wants to make a third political party. I predicted both of these things down to the T. So go watch those past two videos. Actually, it's been more than just those two videos. It's in all my political readings, but those two in particular. And we're going to take a look at this. So also, Elon Musk made a tweet where he said that allegedly the reason the Epstein files have not leaked or come out is because Donald Trump is in them. So I don't know if that's true. We're going to take a look at that as well. So we're going to see what happened between the two of them, what's going to happen, and we'll go from there. Remember, these readings are all at different tapers only, and let's get started. If you guys like these, please join the YouTube members. There's a join button down below. There's a $5, $10, or $15 tier. You get access to exclusive readings you won't get anywhere else on celebrities, story times, pick a cards. You can win a reading from me. I have so many readings on so much stuff, even death and rebirth and spirituality and aliens and stuff. There's so much on there. You're missing out. There's a Discord you can join me in as well. And I pre-filmed a video that was supposed to go up today, but it's getting pushed back. So if that's not up Monday, it'll end up there too, but I'm sure it'll be up on Monday. So, all right. Elon Musk is on the left. Donald Trump is on the right. And the energy in between. Clarification. Elon Musk was kicked out of Donald Trump's circle. It's that simple. Are we shocked? I knew he was going to discard him. I called it. The Two of Swords is a forced separation, which means Elon Musk was forced out. The Ten of Pentacles reverse, which talks about Donald Trump not thinking that this would last long-term and didn't want any interest in having Elon Musk around long-term. All at different tapers only. And he also feels like you're going to make me lose money. Other people make me more money or give me more money. So it was convenient to have you around because you were benefiting me, but other people who make me more money than you do don't want your opinion, don't value your opinion, don't like you, and what you want for your business will not help their business. It'll actually hurt their business. So my allies that are bigger than you take priority over you, and I'm tossing you to the curb. That's what that means. Basically, there are people that are more influential or more powerful or whatever, according to Donald Trump, that take precedence over Elon, and Elon was always just being used. The Queen of Wands reverse, which says that there might be some sort of, they might go after each other's girlfriends and spouses and things like that. Like you might see tit for tat with that, some petty insulting there. There might be some tea when it comes to both of their significant others or ex-significant others and things of that nature. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing tea about Melania or, you know, the many women that Elon has been with, and especially slinging mud between both of them. But the Page of Cups, when it's reversed, is about a detachment and emotional, like it's like sentimentality, and it's reversed. Okay, I don't mean to laugh. Elon Musk genuinely thought he was a part of the family. I mean, I know that Elon is autistic, right? So he must have really took a lot of what Donald Trump said at face value. You got played, babes. Like, I can see, because when I'm in Elon's energy, I see him, like, genuinely believing what Donald Trump has to say, like a little kid. Like, why are you so... But, you know, then again, you guys have told me that he's autistic, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe he just wasn't able to read Donald Trump well. I don't know. I mean, I obviously don't know. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the Queen of Swords is upright, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles reverse, which is like... Yeah, I see Elon Musk being like, you didn't follow through with what you said. You said that, like, he's taking it so literal. I see him being like, you didn't follow through with what you said. This is our business plan. Like, I was going to scratch your back and you were going to scratch mine. Like, this is what... But the Queen of Swords is upright, which is like a slick, sly character, and the Knight of Pentacles inconsistent. Yeah, he broke his promise. He broke his rules. Yeah, duh. It, like, you got played. That's that simple. Yep, you got sacrificed. And here's the kicker. The Four of Cups and the Page of Swords tells me that they were trying to get rid of Elon sooner, but he was too naive to pick up on it. Oh, boy. There was some sort of legislation or whatever. They were trying to get Elon out or trying to like alienate him, but he was too naive to realize that they were doing that. I think everyone was laughing at Elon the whole time in the administration. I think they thought it was funny that this guy was so like naive to think that they really liked him. It gives Mean Girl energy. It gives like Regina George. They like he's like Regina George's right hand man type of vibes. Like that's the energy here. Yeah, Regina played you. It's that simple. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords reverse, and the Six of Swords. So I do think that Elon Musk played a few games with social media and the internet. The Six of Swords, I'm sure he pulled some strings at X and stuff like that. I definitely see allegedly bot usage and things like that. I've seen that before. I definitely think Elon Musk tried to this is what I saw earlier, because I know Elon Musk said you wouldn't have won the election without me. And I don't think he's lying. I think he was good at influencing people. I think he was utilizing the algorithms. He was utilizing bots, things of that nature to influence people. Death being reversed, Eight of Pentacles reversed, and Tower reversed tells me like he was trying to prevent disaster before it struck. He was hiding certain things and pushing other things. So I see algorithmic manipulation. I see propaganda manipulation. I don't know if I necessarily see direct tampering with the election results and things of that nature. I do see influence, though, and this is what I saw earlier. I don't know if he directly tampered with things, but yeah, he did pull strings for Donald. Do I think it's true that Donald wouldn't have won without him? Page of Wands being upright and Five of Swords, he helped a lot. I'll put it to you this way. Do I think that Donald Trump would have been able to win the election without him? Yes. Do I think that Donald Trump would have won the election without him? No. Because Donald Trump needed a solution to a problem and Elon was chosen. If not, he could have found someone else to potentially help him, if that makes sense, with some of his weak points, which basically is, in my opinion, when we look at Elon Musk and what he did, I see a lot of propaganda, a lot of manipulation with social media and algorithms and things like that. Like if I keep pushing things to people, eventually they're going to believe it. Or if I keep pushing something, eventually people are going to get annoyed by it and not like it. Like he was smart in that way. And so it's like they were looking for a tech guy and they found one. That's basically what it is. Elon Musk was just a body to them. Like they were looking for a tech guy. Elon Musk happened to be the tech guy. So it's not so much that Elon Musk is like the person, excuse me, it's not so much that Elon Musk is the person that like did everything and like, oh my God, without him, we would be nothing. It's more like, yeah, we needed someone like Elon Musk and you fit the bill. So good enough. They really did not care about him the whole time. Yeah. Knight of Wands, Star, and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to see a bunch of information leaked and a lot of pettiness from Elon. But the thing is they never really shared anything that valuable to him. They never shared anything super important with him. They never really shared anything with him. He was not in the group chat, so to speak. And so, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they fed him false narratives to test his loyalty. He was never really in the Star. Like I said, they used just his ability to get attention, and they used him as like a sponge to absorb the negativity. They think it's so funny that he put his neck out for Donald Trump, and all it did was crush his Tesla stocks and things like that and cause issues with Tesla. They think it's funny. I knew this was going to happen from the beginning, though. Donald Trump is smart, very smart, because he knew that like this guy is going to keep talking and talking and talking, and it's going to hurt his business, not mine. And when you start to hurt my business, I'm going to toss you. And that's what happened. I mean, that's just, he outsmarted you. I mean, to be honest with you, it's not hard. I don't think it's hard to outsmart Elon Musk. I mean, to be honest with you, he seems very naive. Like he believes a lot of things very quickly. I don't know. It's like, where are your critical thinking skills? Where are your people skills? They don't seem to exist. I don't know. All right. So I want to look at his, what Elon Musk is going to do next, other than the pettiness. Three of Swords reversed, Sun is upright, and Five of Wands. He's realized now that he's kind of tied himself to Republicans. And so this is why he's talking about making a third party. He is kind of serious. It's more so for ego matters. He feels like I can make a nerd party. like for people that don't identify with left or right and people who are really intellectual and really smart. It's a very nerd party. I will say the only way this is going to work is if he decides to double down on the nerd aspect and is like, this is for people that are agnostic or people who don't believe in a higher power or people who don't believe that. Like, I definitely see him trying to spearhead a movement. I'm not sure if it'll end up being a party, but he wants to spearhead a movement of people who are a little bit more scientific and analytical. So you are going to see him backpedal on a lot of his beliefs that he pretended to believe in when he was up Donald Trump's ass. Like, you're going to see him backpedal a little bit because he's gonna lean in super heavy on the nerd aspect and trying to cultivate a group of people like that. Very much back to like Nikola Tesla era. Like, he's like, let's look at trial and error. Let's look at theories. Let's look at philosophical things, like people who try things. Like, he's going to try and lean heavy into the scientific aspect of things and the numbers and stuff like that. It's might take a while, but he'll eventually go there. I think he'll probably win back a lot of people, to be honest. And I do think he's going to start to think more strategically in his businesses. I think he's realized, like, I need to win people back, and the way I win people back is through tech and my mind, or I guess the mind of others that he claims is his, allegedly, and kind of go from there. He's going to be looking for a protege. He will be looking for a protege, someone he can work and sort of mold and shape to pass the torch. Probably someone younger, more charismatic, that sort of connects with the youth. You're going to see him skew younger and try to get younger. He wants to beat Donald Trump in his own game. I will be honest with you. I don't think that Elon Musk is going to fail at this. I just think it's going to be hard. I don't know if I would say succeed, but I do think it's going to take a while. And I do think you're going to start to see him really sort of he's taking umbrage with this beef. And so he's really going to put a lot of time and effort into this. This is going to be his new project. It's kind of proving that he not only can win people back over, but that he can do Donald Trump better. We'll see what happens. In terms of Donald Trump, he don't care. Like, I think he's going to use him as a talking point, make fun of him, mock him, and get a cheap laugh out of his supporters, but he don't care. He already knew Donald Trump was going to do all this. That Elon Musk would do all this. He don't care. He never cared in the first place. Now, I'm going to do the question that we're all waiting for, which is, Elon Musk claims that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. Is that true? We're going to take a look at this. Maybe that's what I'll title this video, because this is the definite big elephant in the room. I would feel bad for Elon Musk, but considering I don't particularly care for him as a person, you reap what you sow. Sorry. I have a hard time extending empathy to people that don't extend empathy to others, and I feel like he's void of a lot of empathy. So sorry if that considers me mean, but I'm just being honest with you guys. I find he lacks a severe amount of empathy. So you getting played, I mean, it's a game of thieves, right? Or whatever that saying is. All right, so was Donald Trump on the Epstein files? So Donald Trump, Epstein files. Huh. Okay, this is kind of funny. You know how, like, Donald Trump says a lot of things? He's a Gemini and doesn't always follow through. And you know he likes to keep up appearances, but the man just kind of just like does his own thing, golfs, spends time with his family, whatever. The Knight of Swords is an innocent card. Okay, and that's what Donald Trump represents as. The Hierophant is reversed, which is lack of follow through and commitment. And the Seven of Cups is a dose of realism. Do I think that he was invited? Sure. Do I think he actually went? I don't know, you guys. This energy is giving, oh yeah, I RSVP'd, I'll be there. And then the day of, you just ghost and don't show up. So do I think that there's potential for his name to be on some things? Yes. Do I think that there's potential for him to have been invited to places? Yes. Do I think he was seen with people? Yes, for appearances, because it gave him attention and stuff like that. But do I think he actually went? I don't know. Maybe once. I don't know. You could maybe convince me like one. I don't know. There's just something about it where I just see him not like... It's just such a Donald Trump answer. The Ten of Cups reverse, which is like, I don't really like the people or the environment. I don't give a crap about these people. The Eight of Swords is like, oh, if I have to. It's like going to your in-laws' house at Christmas. The World reverse, which is like, again, if you went maybe like once. The World reverse, which is like, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to see these people. I don't want to do any of that. I don't care about that. What does that have to do with me? Like, that's that's the vibe. So like, maybe his name was on the list because they like wanted to, or maybe his family members or something, or the people connected to him were, and maybe they were trying to convince him. And even honestly, perhaps maybe he went once or twice or something. But like, I'm gonna be honest, this dude did not. I don't think that he was like, oh, whatever, you know. I think it was one of those things where it's like, oh, it gives me attention and clout and I keep up appearances. I don't really necessarily see a follow through with him. I don't see him being like an Epstein client or anything like that. It just gives me like, it just seems like he's like, you know, a liar and like, oh yeah, I'll go, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Whatever you say. Oh yeah, it's a cool party, whatever. And then not going. Like, I don't know, you guys, like, that's the vibe of that. It's giving, bullshit. Like, it's giving bullshitter. Like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. But he has no intentions of doing anything or going. And even if he did go, I don't think he did. Like, I just see him. Every time I read him, then look, I know some people like him, some people hate him, whatever. It's your opinion. He just seems to be so self-focused that I don't think he cares. Like, I don't think he cared about anyone else or anything like that. Like, if he didn't want to do something, he wasn't going to do it. If he didn't care about something, he didn't care about. If it's not directly making him money, he doesn't care. So I don't know, you guys. Like, I don't think he saw the Epstein stuff as like beneficial to him past appearances. So I don't know how much tea is really there. Again, like I said, even if he went, like, this dude was just like, he doesn't like any of those people. He didn't like anybody but himself. So like, he doesn't care. It wasn't benefiting him to be there, so he didn't want to be there. That's what I'm saying. The Judgment card and the Queen of Cups being reversed and the Page of Pentacles. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I don't particularly think that he cared for Ghislaine. Queen of Cups makes you think of Ghislaine. Seems to be an issue with that, which is interesting. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. Yeah, I don't know. Seven of Wands, High Priestess, and King of Pentacles. I don't know if I would necessarily say. I don't think he valued Epstein and all those people. I don't that high. Like, oh, okay, you know everyone, who cares? So do I. Like, I can see him in my mind's eye. I'd be like, yeah, you know everyone, who cares? So do I. Yeah, you have that. Okay, cool, whatever. I have a shower. Like, one-upping. Almost as if he was like not impressed by that. So he was like, I don't care what you guys do over there. It's not my business. Like, I don't care. You guys are stupid. Like, excuse me. There's just this feeling of like, I'm better than them, so I don't care. If it's not directly benefiting the Trump name and the family, he doesn't care. And I think that's really what it boils down to. He was more focused on building a legacy and his family than anything else. I think that's what it boils down to. But I'm sure there's some sort of mention of his name. I just don't know how much there really was a follow through with, because Justice and the Ten of Swords is this is someone who RSVPs and doesn't show up to a party. So this is someone who would screw over everyone. Like, if they were like, oh yeah, Trump is coming, we're gonna seal a deal and have a business meeting, whatever. He ain't gonna show up. He'll tell you he'll show up, but he won't. And even if he did, he would leave early. Like, that's what I mean. I'm like, I don't know how much tea is really there. This man doesn't really seem focused on anybody but himself. So I have a hard time believing that he was doing anything crazy there, or even there that much, or if at all. You know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't. He didn't respect those people. I mean, does he really respect anyone? Like, I just didn't care. That's how I see it. So we'll see how this all plays out. Join the YouTube members if you like this video. And until next time, good luck. Everybody is just so selfish. It's crazy. Like, I just have to laugh because these people's energies, I've never experienced such selfishness. But whatever.